Hello, Ian. It's great that you are here today. I just want to have a little chat with you on how things have been going for you, as you have just started in a new job. I remember the last time you were worried about starting out and that you were telling me that you would fail like you always do and get fired, which is present in your work history, as it seems. So tell me, how has the starting been?
Well, it's hard to say. It's been tough these past couple of years, you see. After that car accident, it has been difficult for me to have the mobility I used to have. I had a stable career before the accident, so maybe you can check that in your history too. Moving on, it has just been these recent years where I'm finding it difficult to stay in a job because I cannot move the way I should, and the pain becomes so unbearable at times that I need my own time from the hustle and bustle. It's been really tough, and it's even tougher for the working world to understand me. That's why I guess I have been turning you for support.
I know why you are here, but the question was again about how was it to start working in a new job? You should understand that your psychic compulsions are rumbling inside the murky undercurrents of your unconsciousness, which is projecting the very thing you fear, and in turn becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Remember how we spoke about that and how it is the only root of your problem?
I remember that. It was. I'm getting echo. I remember that. I remember that is what you told me, what the only root of my problem is. It's a bit of a mouthful, alright, but you're the professional, and I guess you know best. Well, getting back to the question, starting a new job felt dreadful for me. I had these overwhelming feelings that the same cycle of failure would come on me and it would make me be in a worse state than I am now. The work environment made me feel that everyone else is superior and they are probably in closed rooms just waiting to find dirt on me and make me an object of politics. You know, the way I was in my last job? Oh, that last job caused me a lot of grief.
So you are telling me that starting a new job felt dreadful. Overwhelming feelings of the same cycle of failure would come again. So okay. So you are telling me that starting a new job felt dreadful. Overwhelming feelings of the same cycle of failure would come again, would make you be in a worse state you are in now. Interesting. It all boils back down to the projection and the manifestation of fears that we discussed about. You should remember it because it is one of those central truths that remains hidden in the real world. And only until you meet with professionals trained in this matter can you see the world in the light you should have been seeing all along. It is understandable for you to feel that way because the work environment can be like that, and it is going to be that way for most of the time. I don't want to scare you, but people always talk bad about people. That's just the way it is. It is like an unwritten rule that is based off their projections of fears.
I see. I guess I have to accept how the real working world is. If only it could be more positive.
You're saying that you have to accept the real world. You feel afraid about this.
Of course I do, whether I want to accept it or not. It is a fear that has been biting me deeply for these wretched years.
Don't say that. You feel fine. You feel fine. It is just your fears being projected in the open. Learn to vent it with breathing and peaceful thinking.
Huh? I don't understand.
Now that you mention it, I see where you can be confused. It can be a little overwhelming when clients experience my energy and aura.
Thank you for understanding me. I guess I was unsure what was going on just a few minutes ago with our conversation. Anyhow, my fear about getting fired is because my condition prevents me from enjoying work and doing the best I can.
Hmm. Your fears are getting in the way you think about work, and from what I can see, is affecting your ability to do the job you know you can do.
That's right. That's exactly it. My fears are just taking the worst of me. I feel like that guy in the movie who has broken his leg and stayed in his room for a long time. He later became very paranoid, and for that while, the world seemed strange to him, almost cunning. That's how I usually face the world, which gets the best of me.
You feel that way now because it seems as if there is nothing else worthwhile. You feel that way because it's easy to be the victim. You feel that way, like a lot of people, because, like other people, you are having a difficult time of knowing what's better for you. You're saying that your fears are bringing out the worst in you, and you feel trapped, almost punished for being injured, like the movie character you were talking about. I would not feel too happy about feeling like that, so I can understand where you come from. But I would not feel as hopeless as that guy who was always trapped in the room. I would know that there can be arrangements to move forward, and I would have to say that is what would keep me going. Don't you agree?
Now that you mention it,
And we're done, Ian. Thanks, bud.
yeah, you're welcome.
With all of our antics,